this part of the program is really fun and really interesting. So I'm going to introduce Stephen Cerne and Lauren Turoff. And Stephen is our exercise guru, and believe me, after lunch he's going to get you up and going. And Lauren is our dietary guru, and she's not going to feed you, but she's going to tell you what's good to eat. So anyway, it's going to be a really good session.
All right, welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. So I get the joy of following up right after lunch when everyone's kind of going into, there's a little bit of malaise to nap time. So what I'm going to do is going to be short and sweet. Exercise is something you do. It's an action. It's less to be talked about. I'm sure Google AI, ChatGPT give you all the information you need in regard to how diet or exercise affects cancer. All right, so that being said, there's a number of bullet points here that you'll see. All right, at any point, if you have any questions about those, any questions about anything you hear today, reach out to me. I'm easily accessed. Okay? So that being said, of these bullet points, the first one is the most important. All right, that being it's evidence-based. I'm not going to, have slides with a bunch of statistics, because ultimately my goal is to get you to do something versus talk about why you should do it. Right? So that being said, we know that exercise has many benefits. I could have 4 more slides of all the different benefits beyond cancer, correct? All things most of you already know about. Okay, but evidence has shown that it can increase your likelihood that you survive your cancer, that it can decrease the chance of recurrence, and decrease the chance that it spreads. So those 3 things in itself should be enough, right? Just remember, it's an action. I'm ultimately trying to get you to do something about it. A bunch of things on the screen aren't going to make you move. What I will tell you is that when I went outside to put something in my car just before coming in here, I saw one of you walking outside, taking a little walk beforehand. That was a choice, right? Just like anything else, what you put in your mouth, if you decide to move. That's the thing, is what this boils down to is you taking back control of things that you seemingly don't have control of. Right? You decide when you do it, how much, what type of exercise, what day. Right? And I think that's what you need to hold on to, is that this is something that you control, and ultimately beyond surgery, chemotherapy, or other types of traditional treatments, exercise is the only thing shown to have a survival advantage. The only thing. Right? So I can show you all these things. I can't do it for you. Right? So all those things are based on your motivation. Well, if you look up here, everyone wants less fatigue, right? Because all of you experience it. Right? Do people want to be incontinent? No. Correct. So these are all things that motivate you. Beyond this, it's your internal motivators. Right? Look at the average age in here. Some of you have grandkids, kids. You want to be out there with them, feeling full body. All right? So that's the idea. This is something that you're giving to yourself. And although you can't see it, can anyone see the small print that's down here? Anyone? Sure. Yeah? Well, that's where all the side effects are. There is none. Right? What's the worst that can come out of it? When was the last time that you moved a little bit? What do you do naturally when you wake up? That feels good, right? When was the last time you did something movement-wise that it didn't? All right, so like I said, all I'm trying to do here is motivate you to do something for yourself. Because it doesn't matter what I go and do after this. So that is going to be the key. All right, in regard to keeping things simple, 4 major things as it revolves around exercise and or the health-related fitness components. Aerobic, all right, your heart, getting your heart rate up, your blood pumping. All right, resistance, strength training, your muscles, the engine of your car, that which burns your calories. Flexibility, your ability to move through a free range of motion, okay, in an uninhibited way and pain-free. Balance, as it relates to fall risk, okay, and that obviously goes outside of just the cancer piece. Okay, so do those things then break into other things? Yes. But the base exercise is very simple. If this group takes away anything, in regard to exercise, it's aerobic. Why? Any of these things is going to, quote unquote, raise your heart rate. All right? Anything that is good for your heart is going to be good for your prostate. That's all you need to know. Okay, that is going to be the key. If you have questions about these different things, well, one, I told you where you can find me. All right. Two, we have a litany of exercise programs at the gathering place that you can take, whether it's in-house, whether it's virtual. Yes, we provide recordings of many of these exercise programs. Why? Because we're trying to limit the barriers and/or excuses one makes for themselves, and I make them myself as well. Okay, so we have lots of ongoing exercise programs. I think at this point it's 19 per week. Some of them occur east, some of them occur west. We have a brand new fitness studio in the Wellness Center East that we're going to be opening up this next week, fully equipped. Come out and see it. Come get those questions answered there. Call me. Okay, so in terms of how you get to our exercise programs, all right, it's simple. You go on, you sign up for any of them. It's going to send either myself or Sandy an email. We'll contact you, we'll screen you. Why? We want to make sure what you take is appropriate for you. Okay? We want to know what's going on with your body so that you can make intelligent choices as to what you do with it. No different than any other quote-unquote treatment. Right? So, that being said, I'm done talking. We're going to move a little bit. Alright, we're going to start seated because everyone, movement. Not that. But I assure you, if anyone leaves feeling worse than beforehand, I'll give my resignation in today. Alright, and I've been here 17 years, so it's going to be hard to get rid of me. Alright, so you got the legs hip width apart. So what I want you to think about in terms of your body is your body in space. Alright, if I went up and down the aisle, I can tell most of you were sitting like this. Am I wrong? When was the last time you had your head on your headrest? I don't need an answer, I already know it. Okay, so your posture is going to be key. Right, your body is a machine, no different than your car. Alright, so what makes contact with the ground in your car? Your tires. Right, your tires are your feet. Right, a lot of you stand like this, although none of you quack. Okay, so if you went outside and one of your tires was turned off to the side and say, I might ask someone for a ride home. Okay, so something's not right. So everything is going to start with your feet because that's the thing that comes in contact with the ground. If that thing is off, everything else is going to be off because of that. Okay, so think if you were to drive around the block, only one direction, well, what would happen to your tires, right? I don't have to tell you, look at the bottom of your feet. The wear patterns on your bottom of your feet are going to tell me. I already know. Okay? So, being upright in terms of space. Remember, it's just like your car. All right? How is it your body is going to breathe? How are your lungs going to expand? All right? How's your heart going to pump? It's compressed. So being nice and tall. You'll find after a short period of time, wow, I'm tired. Which is why you sit like that. Okay, so nice and tall. So what we're going to do is we're going to spread the feet just outside of hip width and gently just lean forward. If you want to just put your forearms on the thighs, try to keep your back long, keep your chin away from the chest, allowing the low back to relax. It's up to you. You can bring the hands all the way down to the ground. The only thing I would say is try to keep the airway open. So avoid dropping your head toward the floor. So here you're just using your body weight to stretch it. So that being said, in order for your muscle to contract, you must stretch first. So you're not going to just sit up without using energy and we'll bring you up. Well, what just happened there? You went from a stretch to a contraction. Your muscles had to raise you back up. So that wasn't very hard to do, but research shows that flexibility, stretching, because it causes a contraction, can increase muscle tone. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to cross one leg over, just like how you would normally sit. What's going to happen when you do that? Some of you are going to go, wrong. Right? Some of your legs aren't going to flatten out. Some are going to be like that. That's fine. Everyone is a different place. That's not the goal. All right, so what we're going to do is, first off, is try to be nice and tall. What's going to happen when you bring that leg up, especially as it's very tight, it's going to force you back into that position. You try to get your hips forward, try to keep your chin up nice and tall. So think about your alignment. Is your foot under your knee? Are you having to compensate to bring it across? The nice thing with exercise is there's always a way to adapt. All right, we're going to go now slightly forward. As you tilt forward, now you're going to start to feel stretch in the outside of the hip, the glute, and the butt. This is everyone's spot. This is why I always do it. And we're going to tilt you back up. We're going to bring the other one across. We're going to try to play flat. All right, if you need to, just put a little pressure with the hand on that thigh, and or you can kind of lean away and push it away. And we'll push it forward gently. And relax. All right, so we're going to go back to the first exercise, except we're going to go a little bit wider with the legs now. Put the arms on the inside of the thighs so that when I tilt forward, it's actually going to pry my thighs away. So I'm trying to open up the groin, the inside of the pelvis. So remember now what's going to happen when I open the inside, the outside is going to tense. That's exactly what we want. So we're forcing a contraction, although it's not a lot of energy being spent. And we're going to bring you back up. And we're going to stand you up. You get nice and tall. Reach those fingertips up toward the ceiling. Alright, so once you get to that point, try to reach them up even higher. The higher they come, the closer the arm is going to come to the ears. Give yourself a little bit of elevation of the chin up toward the ceiling. Open up all those muscles from head to toe. Spread the feet a little bit. I'm going to come up and across to one side. The further you reach up and across, the more you're going to feel just the outside of the hip of the butt, running up the ribs through the armpit. And we're going to go to the other side. Extend those arms out to the side, and we're going to reach them back as far as you can. As soon as they are back as far as you can, I want you to point your fingers back as well. You're opening up that chest. Relax the arms. We're going to gently put the hands on the thighs, slide them down toward the toes. You just rest the hands on the thigh just above the knee. So what you'll find, or if you look at my back, I'm keeping it flat. The tendency is to think going to the ground and touching the ground and rolling toward it is the goal. Well, yeah, maybe 40 years ago when you were earbuds. Spread the feet. You're going to slide one hand across, just slide it down the thigh. You can just brace it on the thigh. And we're going to come to the other side. Straight down the middle. Good. All right, so the things that you all are going through, can I empathize with? Yes. Do I understand fully? No. But like I said, my goal is to motivate you to do something for yourself that will impact both you, your spouse, quality of life, and anything else you'll read anywhere. All right? So use those assets. We're here for you for that reason. We have the tools. We're going to educate you as to how to do it properly, safely, on your own, in-house if you feel like you need guidance. All right? With that being said, going back to that car analogy, remember your muscle, it's like the engine of your car. Well, remember, when you open up the gas tank, there's got to be something in it. What do you put in it? Right? You don't put Skittles in it. Well, that's not what you're trying to do with it. All right? That's your fuel. Right? That's where the nutrition piece comes in. So your goal is to eat and consume in order to fuel the machine that is your body. All right? With that, I'm going to leave that off to Lauren here. She's going to talk more about that. I'll be here for a while. If you have any other questions, feel free to come.